Ayo. So, I've been like trying to do like I don't know, because I've seen a lot of models where like they use triangles and lots of weird things that I think are useful, but everyone's kind of like yelled at me that quads are like king.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh god, there's like a 20-second delay on my voice. It's so bad.
You mean on stream?
Is it on stream? Oh. Okay, we good. That I did not know that was the stream. Okay, I muted the stream so I can actually hear myself think.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, so right here I have you'll notice on the reference image there's these kind of like knots or like I don't know, these thingies.
Yeah.
And when I go to like smooth my object cuz I want to eventually smooth this, like I feel like the edges of them are not pronounced enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like this bit right here should be harder, but if I take the edge out like this and just add in
It creases, right?
a hard line, it looks good here, but then it creases the circle and it causes a square here, and
Yeah.
these need to be smooth circles, and so like that bothers me and I don't like that. And
Yeah.
instead I
I
tried
I have this problem all the time.
yeah, and so right here I tried instead to do a small bevel of just these like this edge line right here.
Yeah.
And I think it looks pretty decent. It doesn't maybe crease as well as it could, but I could easily like, I don't know, like
This is a
smooth
high
this
poly,
together.
right? High poly
Yeah, I'm
model.
making this a really high poly if I can.
Yeah.
Like if I smooth it out, it looks good, it creases properly, but at the same time, you have like a 5-pointed star here and a triangle, and it like kind of messes with, it doesn't necessarily mess with the flow of the geometry because you can still do stuff around it.
Yeah.
But I'm always like curious if this is like the correct approach or if I'm doing something wrong, because I hate the fact that if I'm going to be working in spheres or cylinders, I have to like have the amount done, or like the amount of
Well,
ridges.
you have like a 9 point or 10 pointed star over there, right?
Where is it? Here?
At the end. Yeah. That.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep that like that?
I mean, you think I should like quad it out? Because I can
Yeah.
do that really
You
easily.
should definitely quad it out.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're right. I should fix that. That's something that I forget to do with cylinders. I did it back here.
Yeah, that looks good.
But yeah, like I hate the fact that in cylinders you have to like prepare beforehand. Otherwise, it's like, eh.
Nam. Yeah. No. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was saying like, it irritates me that in spheres, if you want to do any kind of crease on some part of the sphere but not all of it, it's completely ruins like the rest of the sphere, and you
Yeah.
have to like prepare beforehand to have enough like geometry.
Yeah.
Does this seem okay? I don't know.
I mean, just the fact that it's a triangle and a high poly model means it's a problem, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why it's problematic, but everybody says, "Oh, no triangles."
Exactly. I mean, here's I guess the problem is I can no longer have an edge loop, right? What?
Yeah, that's fine. You can have an edge loop there.
That's never worked before.
No, really? That
No.
always works for me.
Like, I don't know, maybe I always feel like if I do it, see how there's like 2 points right there or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Like they never connect on triangles. And maybe that's a 2015 thing. I haven't done too much in 2015 yet.
Mm.
But yeah, everybody says triangles are terrible, and it irritates. I have another example actually. Let me save this and I can show you. It's even more egregious, I assume. But this is also a game model, so it's better. It's more okay. Where are you? Rotary phone. What was the rotary phone I made?
Mm.
And to get this like shape right here, it's nothing but quads and triangles, but I essentially like, pull them together right here.
Yeah, which makes
And
sense.
and I've seen even worse where like there's 5 or 6 lines going to one point on game models. 'Cause I mean, I'm not smoothing it, but even when I do, it looks okay.
I mean, it's okay if there are like 5 or 6 on a game model, because when you turn everything to tries, everything is gonna be
Exactly.
a bunch of like 5s and 6s.
So yeah, I agree, and that's like why I thought it was totally fine on this one. But if I'm doing a high poly version of the flashlight, then I feel stuck. I don't know what to do there to make it look the way I want without causing
Yeah, without.
severe geometry problems.
Yeah.
And people like mention that 4 or 5 pointed stars are okay as long as like I guess you don't have triangles or something, then it's fine. But it's still an issue. Oh, this is
Really?
the file. Yeah, I've actually it's all about where the 5 pointed stars are. It's like I heard it described as you want to have the 4 or 5 pointed stars in areas that look okay by like relieving stress in areas that's not as noticeable. So if you have a 4 or 5 pointed star at this like very sharp point, it looks awful and it creates huge artifacting.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can
If it's
find a point on the
flat
model where it's flat and there's like not as many
or
problems,
just a little bit of curvature,
or-
probably.
yeah, then it becomes way
Yeah.
less noticeable and it's not an issue.
Mm.
Modeling's
Yeah.
hard, man.
Yeah. Modeling is hard.
Like essentially, I could just as easily move this 5 pointed star right here down to this point to like maybe relieve some pressure. But even as it is, I don't see any noticeable
It'd be
effect.
just the same though.
Yeah. I need to research this. Find out why people say triangles are terrible on high poly models.
Or just email a 3D modeler in the industry.
That's a good point. Maybe I could actually post a poly count and be active in the community.
Yeah, sounds good.
I should really post to that website. I don't actually do it. It's bad. So I'll
The
do
main
that.
reason I try to avoid poly count is because I feel like I'll spend more time on the forum rather than doing 3D stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's the worrying thing is like if you post and you're like, I don't know how to solve this, and then they don't get back, like you don't get a solution in a long time, then you're just kind of stuck on that model,
yeah,
which is really frustrating.
especially if you're waiting for a solution or you're waiting for someone to like message back,
Mm-hmm.
and you could be spending that time solving it instead.
Yeah, that's why it's nice to find like preset questions, the exact same question you're looking for
Yeah.
on forums, and then just have the answer for you right there. All right, well, I just wanted your input on this to see what your thoughts were.
Do you want to just chill on Discord?
That sounds fun, yeah.
All right, cool. See you there.
Just
Hey. Alrighty. Alrighty. Time to get back to work.
I really, really like this flashlight. It feels weird to like something as mundane as a flashlight, but I found this reference image and I'm like, yee, this looks really good.
I don't blame you, man.
Wait, look. Oh, no. Pepperonis. I forgot to undo my changes before I exited out of the model. Merge all these lines. It's okay, I've been doing a lot of cleanup on this model. I get overzealous with beveling.
Same.
It's like, oh, I just put a bevel here, and then later when I realize that I want to like put the bevels in via subdivision, it's like, oh, I have to waste my time putting these back to less geometry.
Beveling also makes it harder to UV.
Yeah. Well, it depends on like what you're doing with it, because like some bevels help with like how the normal bakes.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier because you can keep it on the same smoothing group, but otherwise, yeah, it's much easier to just separate them out. I've literally been like, not like excessively, but for the past like month, trying to like find out stuff about how that works. And I found a really cool tutorial the other day. If I find it again, I will send it to you because it was really useful.
I've mostly been looking at posts by like environment artists and how they put stuff together.
Yeah. I should really watch Sick News stream some more. I don't know. I have like starstruckness whenever I go into streams, even though they're not famous. I'm like, the streamer talked to me. That kind of pisses me off.
Yeah.
Not the streamer, but my fanboying. Because I can be rational and not a fanboy. Enlighten me. Oh, polycount slash Reddit slash
Teach me
anything.
your ways.
I should be doing my art homework right now, but
Oh, which art class?
drawing foundations.
Nice, dude.
I don't know what's happening to me, so I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Something's
Good.
wrong
I
with
I
me.
like that class. It's
It takes
it's like
forever, but it's not like bad.
it's like scientifically approaching art, kind of.
Well, it's like a different way of approaching it, because like I still think blank contours are kind of stupid because they're irritating, but I understand the like professor's point on using
Oh
them.
no, blind contours. Okay, when you start out, blind contours are like the worst thing ever, right? But
Yeah.
later on, it's just like, oh my god, look at this. Or you see like a really good blind contour, it's like, wow, I
Yeah.
know how it feels to do that.
Yeah, so I get that they're useful and that they're a good way of like loosening up my arm and I'll be able to be better at them, but like it just because like scale and proportion are really important to me because I'm a modeler. And so when I do blind contour and my scale and proportion are horribly off, it actually like physically bothers me.
Yeah, that's understandable.
and and that's why I don't enjoy them as much, but I really enjoying just contour. Because we are taking a very scientific approach to it. Like, measure this, make sure the proportions are correct by actually measuring it, and
Yeah.
then once you have all the references set up, then you draw the lines. And the first line that you draw doesn't have to be the last line. You can like really easily just erase it and then come back to a different line. I do that several times, and then I actually come out with a decent picture. We just got into shading, which is also kind of fun because it's messy.
Oh,
I still
charcoal?
need to do some. I'm gonna do charcoal. I actually missed an assignment, and she told me to get it done by the weekend. I need to do a self-portrait of myself with charcoal,
Ooh, interesting.
and I need to finish my self-portrait that was a contour, and then I need to do 3 object shadings, like just find objects and then shade them based upon the
Mm-hmm.
lighting, with 3 different types of shading, like charcoal, graphite, and hatching or something like that. Although I don't even vaguely know how to do shading with hatching.
I feel like I've seen some good tutorials on that. I'll look later, see if I still have them somewhere.
Hmm.
I love Substance Painter, dude.
Oh, it's
Substance
so
Painter
good.
is so good. Yeah.
That's what I like started learning over the Christmas break, I guess. Maybe even before that.
Yeah.
And that I already feel like I have an okay understanding of Substance Designer now.
Yeah.
And so like my process is like I finish the model and then I make the
The
shaders
materials.
in Substance Designer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I apply them in Substance Painter and add detail, which is really fun because like Designer's extremely flexible, and so I can make like a really cool pattern which I can then use to drive something else in Substance Painter, which
I'm
is like
trying to figure out
really cool.
what I
What's
need
up?
to. I need to. Oh. I don't know why I'm just like. I guess I do this a lot, where I just look around at the level a lot and just think, what should I be doing next? But maybe I should just pick something to do and just do it.
Is
Let's
this a
see.
complete redo from what you had before, or?
No, I've been working on this since the start of the semester. But I haven't had the chance to work that much, unfortunately.
Nah, I mean from like your previous Mech Hangar that was in environments, virtual environments.
Wait, hold on. What was the question again?
Are you using assets from your Hangar from virtual environments, or is it just a
Oh
complete
no,
reset?
this is all brand new.
All right, I got you. Who's the professor for the capstone?
Professor Camacho, cause he's a cool dude.
Hi.
Oh nice, I already UV'd this. Sometimes I'll open
Okay.
something and it'll be like completely forget whether or not I UV'd something.
Hmm.
You know that feeling?
I not particularly, because I usually UV and then texture in the exact same step, but
Yeah.
that might happen to me a lot more now that I'm in Game Lab, because I actually spent the last Game Lab day just UVing all of my models to get like
Ooh.
basic textures on them. Yeah, it was like 3 hours of just UVing, which wasn't bad. I mean, UVing's so simple that it's like it's not
It's just
it's not
tedious.
relaxing. It's just really boring, and so I can
Yeah.
sit there and kind of zone out while listening to music.
Yeah.
Although I've been using the cheaty tool of the auto unwrap UV tool, which is
Same.
glorious.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I always do that.
It doesn't do everything properly,
Of
but it does
course.
damn near
But you're not
everything
supposed to
properly.
expect it to do everything. It just unwraps everything from the right
Yeah,
angle, which is
exactly.
amazing.
I still need to like practice UVing a little bit because I especially like on organic models because there's some weird stuff going on there. But I've looked at some really cool workflows and I think I can start practicing that. I just man, every argument that people are making for triangles
My
or like
hypershade
against
isn't
triangles,
opening. Rip.
Urban pepperonis, is it appearing on your other screen?
It's a good question. No, it's not.
Because that's what happened to me with my like. I was like, "Where's my outliner?"
Hypershade not opening.
I'm dying.
I'm sorry, you were saying something before.
I was just saying like I'm finding a lot of people arguing against triangles simply because the workflow is easier to use quads for. Also, subsurface scattering is better on quads,
Mm.
which is very important. But like if it's a tiny triangle where like the lighting doesn't, and that is important though, because if it actually it causes a small artifact, then I don't want it because I want the model to be gorgeous, but I'm still stuck with like what I'm supposed to do here. Speaking of ingons and triangles, um, one of my classmates in Game Lab makes the most horrid ingons I've ever seen in his models. I don't know how to tell him it's really bad.
In what? Which class?
Look, the Game Lab,
How did you get into Game Lab?
I don't know. That's I just he makes decent looking models, but they have like literally 10 to 15 like
Engons.
sided ingons.
Whoa,
And
what the?
I like I look at his, like he makes a table leg and he uses the like create polygon tool or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he
I
doesn't
mean,
fill it
which is
in, and he
fine, but
just leaves it
you have
there
to fill
as a
it
single
in. Yeah.
plane.
That's really.
And like
Come on, man.
I don't know. I don't want to be mean to him because he's like a nice dude. I really like him, but at the same time, I look at his models and I'm like, this is horrid. You're never going to be able to smooth this. I don't even know if the lighting engine will accept this. Like, and but like the longer that he's making models like this, the like more cleanup either he or like one of my other classmates is gonna have to do. And I don't know. That's like that's my question though. Like not even to be mean. It's just how did he get into the game lab if he doesn't have proper like modeling workflows? Did they not see his wireframes?
I
Also, yeah.
I applied for
Sadness.
Game Lab next semester.
Cool. You know what? Just for you, I will submit Sandglass so that we can work on the same project.
Oh
Because
my god.
obviously I would win. I'm actually like
I would be so down to work
seriously
on
considering
Sandglass.
it. I
Sandglass.
really want to, but I don't have enough like game document. I don't have a prototype, but I mean I'm not gonna have one, so that's fine.
Did anybody have a prototype before?
I keep hearing have a prototype, it guarantees your spot, but I don't know. I don't know if Code Hell Hotel had a prototype. I know what is his name? I never remember his name and I feel bad because I should really know him. One of Hannah's friends was a creative lead on Push and Pull, and he had a prototype beforehand.
Oh, yeah, I know the dude.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I don't
So
know
like
him
he had a
well,
prototype.
but I took a bunch of
I feel
classes with
weird
him.
because We like recognize each other and say hello, but like I sort of don't remember his name. I'm not sure if he remembers my name,
Yeah.
but we say hi and like how are
Yeah,
you
my
doing? I'm just like
hypershade my hypershade is straight up not opening.
rip and pepper me.
I guess I'll have to live without it. It's gonna be weird.
You shouldn't have to live without hypershade.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to live without my hypershade, but right now I just want to get work done.
Have you tried the Substance plugin for Maya?
There's a substance plugin for Maya.
Yeah. You can download it and then I think pull substances straight into Maya and apply them to your models.
Ah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was using it for. I think I was using it for the Rubik's Cube video I made.
Cool. I might have to reinstall Maya.
Rendered smoothie. That's such a glorious name for a 3D website.
Agreed.
Ag. That's cool. It's not what I was looking for, but that's cool. I wish I knew how to use Google better.
You mean like those special search option things? Is that what you're
Just
talking
anything.
about?
Like,
It's
I
just
just
like,
I
come
don't
on.
understand what to do.
Hey, do you know how to like easily stack all of your exports from Substance Painter?
What do you mean by stack?
So if you have a bunch of like texture sets and you want to stack them, right? You want them all on the same texture
Yeah.
sheet. Do you know how to do that?
There's two options. One of them is to build an atlas using Substance Designer. The other one, which I find a lot easier, is to make a color blockout, which is what you're doing right now, and export that image that you get from that into Painter or Designer, and then run it through. It's like a bitmap to material, or like a. I can't remember the name. Let me see if I can find it. Substance Designer. It automatically puts the textures to. It's like, I think it's called Material Switcher or something like that, and it just like automatically cuts through, or what's the word, like crops out or like layers them all together based upon your blockout.
Hmm.
Wait, that's Painter. I'm dumb. Come here. Designer. Do I not have Designer? There it is. I know I've done this before. I just can't remember what I did it with. I was trying to do it with the Glock.
For some of the ones that I already did, I just like compiled them in, or I just meshed them together in Photoshop. But
Yeah.
for some of the
You have to
stuff
do
that's
that
like
for,
really
like,
tightly
each
bound,
photo.
it's just like I don't want to have to do all this in Photoshop.
Yeah. Okay. There's actually several ways of doing it depending on how you want to. I find the blockout method's pretty easy, but I just remembered there's a way to do it in Painter that may be like a little bit slower, but it depends on what textures you have. Alright, what node was this? It's like material. Is it material blend? No. Blends full material. Material selector.
Is that it? Is that what it's called?
Maybe? Let me see. I can have multiple materials that I can feed into this, and then it feeds out a single output. So if I have some kind of pattern, or like a noise, I feed that into here. That wasn't it. Oh, is it the multi-material one? Yeah. Compact. So yeah, you have your input, and you have multiple materials, and it outputs a single material. So yeah, it's called multi-material blend. It's in Substance Designer.
I'll look it up. Thanks.
Yeah, and if that doesn't work out, I can maybe demo the Substance Painter way of doing it, which I found on a video that was pretty useful.
Thanks. Much appreciated, buddy. Alright, let's boot up Substance Painter.
That is an adorable dinosaur. I'm gonna get horribly distracted instead of actually.
Where the dinosaur at? Did you share it? Did you post it?
1 second.
I want to see a dinosaur.
It's like this really kick-ass cartoon thingy.
Oopsies. Cool.
What is the problem with ingots and triangles?
Why are inguns and triangles so bad? Oh, I see. I like it.
I understand why inguns are bad. That's like, clearly obvious to me.
Man, digital tutors always like signs me out for some reason.
That's irritating. Although they're plural site now. Well.
Oh, I moved this. No, never mind. Oh. Okay.
But that's not a good reason. Quads are very important to be the avoiding ingons and triangles is that quads are the industry accepted polygon. You literally just said that I have to do it because everyone else does it. That's so wrong. All of your other arguments are fine. I don't know anymore.
I've been watching Substance Designer videos lately.
Like the official algorithmic videos?
No, like a bunch of digital tutors.
Nice. Do you have like a subscription from the school or?
Yeah, for when you do your capstone, they give it to you.
Ah, that's cool. I wonder if I like magically kept mine. I had it for like 6 months after my class for some reason.
Yeah?
Just like let me keep the account. I'm just like sweet, and then I didn't actually use it for anything.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I don't actually have anything in here. Yeah, I've been considering switching the modeling software that I use. But
Switching
I'm not
to
sure
what?
if that's the right
Oh,
choice.
You should try
know in
Modo if you're gonna try
That's what I've
any
heard.
modeling software. Yeah, I haven't
I've heard
seen like
Modo's, like,
any
really,
shit
really
from
good.
like Modo. All the stuff I've seen out of Modo have looked really, really nice.
Cause like Maya is a good piece of software, but it is kind of behind when it comes to certain features. And also, I just
It's like the jack of all trades and then master of
yeah,
none, right?
and I don't care if it can't like if Moto can't animate at all because I'm never. I mean, never quote
Modo
unquote.
has like
Probably
a
never going to animate.
Modo can animate, but it's like one of the software in the package that does that, I think.
Yeah, and then there's also the strong argument for Blender because it's free, but Blender's also the reason that Blender's free is because people work on it in their spare time. Ah, damn it! How the f did this happen? No, no.
What's going on?
Why? I don't know when or how, but some of my edge loops got all merged together.
Oh, rip.
I never merged my geometry, mirroring, or any of that garbage though, so I don't know how this could have happened. It's gonna
You know what
take.
I really want to figure out?
What's up?
Tessellation.
Oh yeah,
How does that
tessellation's really
shit work,
cool.
man?
You're talking about like tessellation with normal mapping?
Yeah, dude.
If you're talking about it specifically in Substance Designer, I can show you where the settings are, because I've
Oh
actually
my
messed with
god.
it.
Yes. I mean, not now, but
Uh,
sometime.
yeah, because like that's another thing that I was like, what is this? This seems really cool, and I found out ways to like actually make bump maps look super ridiculous and in depth and stuff, like parallax occlusion, and tessellation was one of the options I found.
Mm.
Although at one point it like had the risk of crashing my computer. I'm just like, or not my computer, Substance Designer. Just like, great, good job.
Hey, Substance Painter Designer don't crash as much as they used to.
Yeah, it's getting more stable, which is convenient. Can I just chamfer this vertex and it'll fix everything? I doubt it. No, that's actually more of a pain than doing anything else. I hate my life. What do I do to deserve this? Oh my god. You seem to...
A Lord Bucket in the stream. What up?
Bucket of air. That sounds really useful.
A bucket.
Wait. I'm so confused. Only some of my things merged. I don't know anymore. I see your Craigasm. I raise you a Craigasm and a Rockford Z.
Same. I like this. Right, that's good.
Yo, as much as I like the default Substance Designer like metal textures, I want to like make one on my own for this flashlight. Gosh, does this ever happen to you? Do you walk down campus and then you look at a particular section of tile flooring or brick wall and then think about how you would make that texture? Because it sure happens to me. And boy, is it fun.
I completely sympathize with this.
Dude, I was walking
It's me.
along that new stretch of like pathway towards like the green building and kind of near the plaza or whatever. And I was like, I look at the concrete underneath me and I'm like, alright, I would start out with like a basic gray texture, and then I would add in like a Fresnel and a cloud, and I would use black and white spots like cranked up to make these particular bits of sparkliness, and just like, look at me. Look at what I'm doing. I'm so professional.
I don't know the software as well as you do, so it'd just be like, I'd probably just be thinking about the alphas.
Yeah. I mean, like in the moment it was really clear to me like what type of like things I would use, but I was still kind of guessing. But yeah, I was like looking at it like, this is like clearly what I would do in Substance Designer, and that's cool that I can sort of recognize that. I don't know if it'd go as well if I actually tried to make it in the software though. But then sometimes I walk down the street and I'm like, wow, this is such a good texture pack. I'm like, dumbass, it's real life. I'm just like, yes it is. Yes it is.
I walk around the city like it just don't matter.
Uh,
Oh, I don't like how that looks. Why can't I stack uh materials? You know what I mean?
um,
If I
yeah,
put one
go.
material on top of another and then I
I
lower
got
the
you.
opacity, it just like goofs everything up.
No, I got you. Click on the little norm thing,
Oh wait, hold on. All right, click
like
on what?
right next to the 100,
Yeah.
like next to where you change the
Oh,
opacity.
overlay or multiply maybe. Let's try that.
Like you can have about there's like it looks like there's like 20 something blending modes. You can also if you click on layers, you can change from the base color to the normal or the roughness, and so you can actually blend each layer specifically differently.
Oh,
And
oh
I'm not sure if
yeah.
there's a way to specifically say like the entire material is like this, but yeah, you can do some cool stuff there.
Cause like I want the scratches from the painted steel, but I don't want the color of the painted steel. I want the color of the
Mm,
material under it.
I got you. So in that case, go ahead and take the opacity of this entirely down, I think,
To like 0.
to 0.
Okay, then what?
Then click on layers and then go to normal. It's like the top left of that interface.
Layers. Layers.
And it's
Oh,
it's like right above painted steel. Yeah. And then you can if you just want the normal, you can click on every other layer and then put those to 0 and leave just the normal map.
okay, hold on. So say that again. What do I
Maybe
do under
roughness.
layers?
If you need to pick specifically the layers you don't want, in this case, maybe you want to keep roughness and normals, but every other layer should be at opacity 0, and then you can play around with the blending modes of the other layers. Because it's different based upon what layer you have selected in Substance Painter.
Mm. But still, when I put it at opacity 0, it's like it still changes what it looks like.
Yeah, that's because the base layer, or the base color is all that you're affecting right now. Click on, it's the
Ah, I see
base
what you
color thing.
mean. I see what you mean. So I wanna. Where the normals at? There's no normals.
Here, click on the base there. Height, roughness, metallic. Height would be probably what you want to keep. Roughness and metallic you might want to get rid of.
I think I'm using the wrong setting. I can't plug height
Oh, actually,
into
if you
Unreal.
click on, you can actually just like turn them off. I forgot. Up in the options box, you can see the color, height, rough, and metal. You
Yeah,
can toggle those on or off with that material as necessary.
I want normals, man. Where the normals at? Where the
Height is
normals at?
normals.
I think I.
In
Aw.
Substance Painter, height means normal.
Oh really?
Although,
It doesn't come out.
yeah,
It comes out
it's
whitish though. It doesn't come out
try
bluish. You know what I mean?
try getting yeah try getting rid of color then, like turning color off.
Like base color? Or no?
Uh, it's the right next to height in that options box.
Right next to height. Oh,
In the
okay.
upper section, it'll say like right above the substance material node, channels mapping parameters.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Yeah, and then you can like figure that out based upon. Yeah, Substance Painter is not the best interface quite yet, but they're on their way.
Really hope so. Oh no, you know what? I'm just gonna work with the rest of steel, and then maybe do like a, I don't know, like a generator, or no, not a generator.
Smart material.
Procedurals. Procedurals have scratches. Yeah, they do. Procedural scratches. Let's do some procedural scratches.
Oh, all my hard work gone. By that
No,
I
that's
mean
a
like
filter.
5 seconds of click or a minute of clicking buttons.
Same.
Don't want to do it again though. nice if I could actually set like, whatever.
How do I add procedurals? Is it under generators? Or is it something else?
Oh shit. I have class in 10 minutes. I should probably go to that.
Oh wow, nice.
Alright, I guess I'll do that, lol.
Time passes so quickly when you're modeling.
Yeah, I used to be able to get into the zone for like 6 hours, but now it's like less common.
Yeah.
I think I just need to get back into the practice of it and actually model stuff. Alright, well, I have to go learn about psychology and how my brain works or something. So
Good stuff, dude.
I'll do that.
Thanks for the help.
And then maybe I'll come back and hang out some more if you're still going.
Yeah, just let me know when you're back. I'll pop back into Discord.
Alright, sounds good.
Awesome. See ya.
Later.
What it is. Let's leave this chat. Okay. You want to listen to some music? Load bucket. What do we listen to, man? Nightcore? Yeah, sure. What are we gonna nightcore? Nightcore. Nightcore mix. What is this? No Nightcore. Alright, let's see. Wanna listen to some trap? Some funk. There's only one song. Sure, boss. I feel like 50 minutes passed. Hey, hello there. Mm. Go, Lord Bucket.